Hey there. How is everyone? I'm going to do an episode of Banished today. At the end of the last episode, our game crashed. So we don't even know if it's even going to be there. So let's have a peek and see if we still have a game or not. If the crash was just a fluke. Looky there. She's there. This was the new trading post, I believe. Let's see. They always put reeds at the jade statues. Reeds. We put lumber. Making lumber. And by now, wool is probably going crazy, so let's do peek. Oh, look at me. Let's see how wool is. No, we won't put it in. It's only 882. Let's put something like feathers. I bet they're crazy. Yeah, let's put more feathers. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, looky here. Let's get that iron ore. So 500. Why won't it let me? I didn't see that pin. That's already processed. 250. Silly woman. I was trying to type in this bottom box. Well, we missed that one. Alright, so we lost the trader. When we put the new trader down, it probably defaulted to 6 or something. No, I had changed it to 2. 9 of 10. There we go. So we didn't lose our game, yay. I wanted to see if we had gotten... Yeah, see. Yeah, that whole... I'm done with messing with that. I only did it because it sold for so much on the trader. But it doesn't They move on from these mods and they don't fix them when they break. So what happened here is our big quarry must have, oh look, we don't have any workers. Yeah, they're open right there. Yeah, our big quarry must have opened up. 5 of 5. This should be a quarry. I'm gonna move that to 2. So what is that gonna be? Stone cutters. We just don't have the workers. Alright, this is the new... This is food. And we're doing good. Are we going up or down on food? It's staying steady. What else do they have? I'll always grab onions. Let's add some variety. Chili con carne. Let's see if we can add some variety to their diet. I am so sorry for coughing in your ear. That's worth apologizing for. So that's $4,000. Oh, they haven't had time to get their inventory up, but... Look at the dock area filling out. So, there are 2 people not working. What are they? A teacher and a teacher. So that was the 2 schools on the dock area. Remember, we put 2 schools. These are for Frisian cows. Might as well go ahead and build out the dairy and have it done, because we only have 33 projects. So the dairy line are the Frisian cows, which I turned them away, or we could have already had them. Take a sip of coffee here. And then this is the first line of food production, and this is the second line of food production. And then the milking barn takes domesticated animals, and I don't even know if we have any. They'd be picked up accidentally. I don't see any. There used to be a shepherd that you could put down, and he would collect domesticated animals. And he doesn't work, which is sad. So we're gonna have to do the dairy parlor. Now, the reason why I like the dairy parlor is because it makes all 3. It makes butter, cream, and cheese. Whereas these other ones, you have to put down 3. 1 for dairy, 1 for cream, and 1 for cheese. But with this one, you just put down a dairy parlor. And then again, it's that red barn look that I like. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put down 6 dairy parlors for when we get the cows, which, hey, maybe they're there. Look at that, we need workers though. Alright, so set him aside. Set him aside. So sheep and trade bison. And then this is the large port. Hide coats. Oh, we'll take those 2,000 carrots. Hops, grape seeds, pepper seeds, kale, glass. See, if it was glassware, I would take the glassware. Wood statue, cake and root beer, so 2,000. I'll always take carrots, potatoes, onions, because they're used in higher level food production. So we lost a keeper or somebody. We've got 2 workers. Let's take this down to 5. And okay, my cup. I promised myself I haven't been drinking enough water. And I promised myself when I saw my water reminder cup light up that I would do it. We have both of those. I don't think we have spinach, but we also need to, let's see, this is behind. We need to start more garden food, vegetables and trees. So let's put a road. How much rock do we have? 700 and... let's start a row of plants, gardens going that way. The first thing we need to do is put 1 field down. And then put a second road. And then a second field. And then we'll have the and you can do fields on a hill. And then over here, let's put a stockpile for wood. And stone. So that would be here. And it's on the new one. So now, when nomads start coming here, we'll get rid of this one. Because that's the criteria in normal Banished. Nomads will not come until you have a town hall and a trading post. So, sugar beets, nectarines, figs, honeydew, Brussels sprouts, spinach. Let's get some fruit. 2,000. 2,000. They say that the better their diet, the better they are. So let's throw in some fruit if we don't have them. It's 8,000. Look at that. Perfect. Here we go. Tools. Get 200 iron. 250 tin. 200 stone. Bricks. Computer. Fancy furniture. So 2,900. That's just less work your workers have to do when you buy. I keep trying to use the arrow keys. That they have to do. It's less work they have to do. What is that? That's llamas. And that is chickens. You have to make them. Here we go. No. There's the preservist. We needed glassware. Which is right. Wasn't it right here? I know. I went to put it down. Glassworks. So we need one worker. And we need them making glassware. One we put 2, the other one's being built. And we put down shore houses. And we've got one getting clay and one getting sand. And they got little houses. Oh, see, they get married when you have too many houses. So yeah, see, we have more homes now than families, and that makes unwed mothers. Which makes the game run cockeyed for some reason. Sheep and bison, which we don't need. Once we get the Frisian cows, or once we get all of the different animals, I delete the extra trading post. The reason why I put the extra animal trading post, a seed trading post, and then I put this dock simply because I like it. I think it looks neat. But the game runs off of this, and I think that's why they put the extra nomad well in. So we're gonna get these mulberry seeds. Because you need red mulberry to feed silkworms if you go that route. And red mulberry is for cloth. I never buy vegetable seeds anymore because you end up with massive amounts of vegetables and no one ever eats the vegetables. So I no longer use them. Alright, it's snowing. We have these houses. Is someone living in there? Yeah. 76 Baker. And I think that we need to put the originals down instead of the pretty yellow, but someone's in there, so, which doesn't make sense. What happened? Did their son-in-law or their daughter-in-law kick them out? Dense Tree Shack does not have a worker, so that's going to be Forester. Let's see why. when you don't have a worker, something's happened. Either that specific worker died and there wasn't another laborer. 21 of 29. So why is our population down? Oh, we got a lot of... We have the houses for them to move into. So you need to make sure you have enough houses in your work areas. See how perfect they are for going to work? Oh, let's check on... Again, I apologize. Let's check on... Oh, we put one of these over here, too. It's 50% full. We need some more barns. Plenty of wood. For some reason. Yeah, we're falling on not having enough workers. So... Church, nope. Teacher, yes. Forester. So old age, and there was someone to replace him as a hunter. So we need the next level of... We need the next level of... Just about right there. Ooh. I don't trust that road to be... The thing about it, when you're trying to do a long road like this, and if you push down, you draw the line of the road straight, and then you let go, but you don't move, and you push down, and it's right where you left off. That road wants to go crooked. Alright, we had a boat. Oh look, Frisian cows. Have they built up enough? Maybe. Let's see. We'll get the 1,500 lumber. That'll give us 6,000. I think 8 is 6,400. Yeah, so we're good. So we need 400. Now we have Frisian cows. I keep trying to use the arrow keys to move, so we're gonna put them here. And then, oh look, we got 8 workers. So we can put 1 wharf and ship. There's only 3, but we make it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To start with. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 ships. Put one of them. Make it 4. And make it 4. 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 8, 12. And that way we took our workers down, but we had so much. We have full, so let's just get it all. We'll get some coal. We'll get some sand. We'll get the stone. We'll get the tin ore. These are all things that we're using right now. And this is already processed tin. You don't want the lamp oil, joist, fancy homewares, copper ore, log, and bronze. So we need, see, it's this 4, 4, 4, 0. Trade and dismiss. And they have those, that's why you put stockpiles and storage barns, because this can take I guess they can't. Yeah, they can take iron and stone and stuff in these old town markets. But the building itself has to be able to hold the trade jack and trade chicken we don't need. Don't need those. Now we don't have to pay attention to the trading boats for a while, and we can look at 5 workers. So this is a trading, not a trading post. Yeah, a market. So most of the time, not always, sometimes there's not another laborer and a market person will die, and close these. And then we need to go this way because I closed the silly trading post again, town hall. So we need to go down to vendor. Nine of 15. So let's see which one. It means one opened up and it filled up with the ultimate amount of workers, which is usually 6. So I find that 1 will do fine. So now we're 9 of 10. So that was 1 opened up. I think it was that one on the dock, actually. This is a seed vendor, so. Now, I don't always worry about the fruit trees. 11 workers, so let's get this guy back up. So that's foresters. Let's get our foresters back up. 21 of 29, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Now let's make sure we don't have one crazy. The forester lodge needs forest because they keep you in wood beyond what they're cutting down. Tree shack, forest shack. Yeah, these all look good. But in that vein, I was talking about under the forestry tab, if you go under foresters and you go over here, and this is in Megamod 0.07. It probably is in Colonial Charter too, because all of the same people who worked on the Megamod series for Banished and the Colonial Charter and all of that are all the same people. And so all of these different special trees are under, and this is why I don't worry about fruit seeds. This is apple, apricot, and it's like a forester, so it's like in a circle. And a lot of times I'll do the grape forester and then I'll put a winery right beside it and get wine making, which I probably should do since I haven't done. And this would be a good place here because forester, and then that's under luxuries, a brewery, a winery. Where did it go? Winery, and then house, house. And I said I wasn't going to pay attention to the boats, but alright, it's this way. Why is that full? So see, you're just running around putting out fires. And then if we look at what the tailors are making, so when it catches your attention, check on it and adjust it, and tailor 4 of 5, and then warm coat, hide coat, so that's, we want making warm coat, and so that's something to check on. Warm coat, warm coat, warm coat, and we have 5 tailors. And something that I like to remember to put down is under this one, under the bullseye. And try and remember to put these guys down, because they get the different things. They get the bear, the pheasant, and it's an extra line of food, you know, which is a good thing. And it takes 1 hunter each. And sometimes when I do it like this, I end up having 2 side by side. That's okay. And it keeps the bears out of the town, you know? Alright, we probably have more than one. No, we don't. So what does this guy want us? Coffee seeds, hop seeds, tomato seeds, and blueberry seeds. Thank you, sir. The 2 teachers are built, so the 2 teachers went in. So we have 103 students and 87 kids in school. Coke fuel, clay, stone, silver, sand, furniture, candles, tin. See, that's already processed, so that's less work that they have to do. Hull components, so we can build more food. Bricks, copper ore, tin ore, charcoal. So we need 2720. 2720. And trade the smiths. Oh, I almost closed the... Alright, here we go. We got this garden started. Now we can continue the road. And then we can just slap those things down. 10 by 10. And then let's start at the beginning. Bean. Oh, look at that. 20 laborers means a teacher died. Pepper. Almost always. No. What the heck? How did we have... That usually means a teacher died. We just had everybody grow up at once. Look, we're down to 45 projects. Alright, so... We've got that many workers. Let's start at the top and see who needs to be fixed up. 50 of 51. 2 of 2. 14 of 14. 10 of 12. That's a blacksmith. 25 of 25, 5 of 5, 1 of 1, 7 of 8, cleric. That makes them happy. That affects happiness if they have a church, if they have a graveyard, and if they have a pub. 5, 1, 16, 29, 27, and 28. See, it's not too bad. And so we can afford to 1 of 2 glassmakers, so that means our other glassmaker opened up. Glassware and glassware. And then that means they can start, we can put workers in here. 1, 2, and pickled eggs to start with. And we'll add more of these since it took so long to get built. That's going to be under refined resources under here. Nope. It's going to be under resource production under ores and minerals. No, I lied. It's going to be it's going to be over here under advanced production, lumber and construction materials, homewares, glassworks. So let's put why do they not? There we go. I can put a road there. Alright, no worries. We weren't worrying about, oh, close the town hall. Many. Alright, so we're looking. 14 of 14, 25 of 25. We still have 14 workers. That's after we even put 10. 16, 29, 28, 2, 1, herbalist. 6 of 7, 21 of 21, 26 of 26, 20 of 21 is miners. Millers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That must mean those new medieval, yeah. Yes, it's the medieval, and I put the old. See, so they can only make, we can't even make it. So what we need to do is we need to tell these old ones, and then so let's go around to the millers. Medieval, medieval, medieval. So we're good, we just have that one. We don't even have wheat. We have rye. We're still waiting on wheat seeds. And oats, I think. But we have rye and oats. Yeah. Miller, rye, oats, rye, oats, rye, oats. There we go. brush on this. And now we know that we want to put, we've got plenty of coats. So we have this little, I keep trying to use the arrow keys to move around the game. I have this little fight all the time because I play so many different little games. Alright, we were going to put another hunter. There's overlap there, and that's okay. And gather. And then we'll be able to do another one down here, and another one down here, and another one down here. Oh no, the next layer will be farms. So here I should start a layer of farms going all the way back. Oh, look at that, we can go farther. So let's prepare the road. Right at the edge of this mountain. I don't think we have them getting any things lately. And we'll do that. Let's put them wood, stone, iron, winter's a good time to have them do that because bricks, hull components, furniture, copper, oil, sands, joist, stone, rug, candles, coal, there we go, 300 and 500. 6450. So let's do 500 and see what that is. That's 2,000. Let's take the 250 tallow. Oh, look. 10 jade statues. So let's do 11. 15. There we go. We'll do 600 wreaths. Use up some of those jade statues. Oh, we got a bunch of people without houses. 227 homes and 216 people, so that must be brother and sisters. So let's do a double check. Look how far they're having to go to church to beat the teacher. So let's put, let's go to the teacher. And behind every teacher's house, let's put a cute little house. What's a cute little house with a teacher? Let's put a Nordic house. Let's put teacher. A rustic abode only takes wood and where'd the Nordic house go? Oh, that's the one we just went to. Why did it take it to the same one? That's silly. And one would hope that teacher ends up the one living in that house, right? Over. Sheep and bison we don't need. Oh, look at that. We'll take the Frisian cows. Mm, 10. 15. Oh, I didn't tell it 38. I told it 15. 3,600. That's half. So, well, 2,800. Chickens and trade horses we don't need. And one more. Do we have pea seeds? Yes. We're still waiting on wheat. Alright, so that makes 19 of 20, so we can now go freezing cows, one worker, and split. Now it's 9 and 10. And with that, our dairies are done. So we can take these down to one worker. And we can put 3 workers in. Now what happens, now we have milk, and now we have, so you can see what they're getting. They're getting whale blubber, lobster, seal meat, whale meat. So what we can do is in advanced production, and it's sometimes nice to do it in the neighborhoods too, like right here. Oh look, where are they coming from? They're coming from here. 109. Oh my goodness. Do we take them? Yes, we're gonna take them. So now we can go to this one and look at the cows. They're working their way over. Now we can get rid of this one. And there's all of the 109. They're going to get tools and clothes. So it looks like they're going here. And then they're going to work. Let's make sure they do. So, and see, out of 109, only 45 don't have houses because of, I keep trying to use the arrow keys. And I want to try, I seem spastic. I want to flop it all over the place here. Bread, bread, bread. So we now are making cheese, so we can make cheese bread and flour. So you gotta hop on this stuff when you see it, because there's so many things that you gotta have your fingers in. I don't know if we have walnuts yet. We need to tuck that in our head. Croissant, flour, and butter. The higher the production that you take it from rye to flour to bread, etc., the more food that they create. Rye, oats. So now that we've dialed this down, in each section of the neighborhoods, you need to, I don't see, right here behind the graveyard we can put a road. No, so let's do it behind the barn. Oh man, I had one going. There we go. So, right here we can put food, crops, and we can put tin. Tin. And under secondary food production is this. And it's an old bakery. Yeah, so no. So what we do is we go under windmills. Oh look, nomads bring sickness. Let's double check and make sure our physician is in place. HIJKLM. Yeah. We only have one hospital, but we only have one person sick, and they're already there. So maybe we've caught it. And what do they have? He's visiting the doctor, so we have to look here. Diphtheria. And when that happens, it slows down. Alright, so more fields are open here. So we can plant more fields. Kin by kin. Let's extend the road a bit. And then, especially now that we've taken the 100 migrants, nomads. I jumped into my world there for a second, didn't I? So let's do cabbage and Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Do you like Brussels sprouts? A lot of people don't like them. Hemp, peas. We're not going to do hemp because that's not working. Alrighty, so what we need to put no, that was right. Need to put barn. And then barn storage. And this Viking storage holds a lot. And then we need to put some houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, food, hunter, look at that. That would be a good place for a hunter. And a gatherer. Now let's take this up to 25 workers. We only have one person without a house. $229 homes and 255 families. So they're living in the oh, look at that, 1,000 firewood. Taking it. 10 hull components. We haven't bought coal, I think. Building supplies. That is for advanced building. I haven't built those yet. Let's grab 600 fire bundles because we have a lot of stuff over here. Coal, hardwood, roof tile, firewood. Alright, so we need 9315. And let's take the reeds. Trade smiths. And then the seed trader, we don't need those. Large port, we don't need trade animals. Oh, look at that, 16 Frisian cows. We're getting our milk production, oh, 12,000. So let's do 150 leather. Well, I tell you, no Frisian cows for 55 years, except for one time we actually accidentally told them no, because that was Russian. 50 fur. We made it. 4,300. That's why I overput stuff and never use it for moments like this. 12,800. Trade. Dismiss. That was 12 cows. Let's see, where's that at? So that's gonna put us at 17 of 20, 20 of 20. Freezing cows. A worker. And split. There we go. Now we have 3. We shouldn't have to buy any anymore. Let's see, there's 17 there, 10 there, 10 there. So if I put freezing cows here, put a worker, and split this one, there's 8. And then all we gotta do is wait on these guys. And then we could actually even move the llamas and the chickens right here to somewhere else and have this all Frisian cows. And then look, they are full. So when these guys are full and they can't make anymore, they go do other things. Like look how much the trees have grown up here. But rather than do those, we'll tell it to do these. And then there's rock and whatnot there and there. And if we go over here on these new production areas, this will be hunters. So let's go look at hunters. See, so while you're seeing this stuff, while you're panning around, if you don't stay on top of this stuff, your people are going to die. So we want a hunter. There we go. So, 7 to 8 to 9, 30 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, 37. That was 39. Now we need to go around to each one. And when we come to these guys, we need to put them in a little house. Put them in a little forest house. That forest house. There it is. Then we do the next one. See, so we need to put a little forest house. Keep doing it until you get to one. Once you get to one that has a house on it already, you know you've made the rounds. But that has not happened yet. That really got these puppies out there. But that's alright, because it's more food. Thought maybe there was one there already. Ooh, we gotta go even smaller. Uh-oh. There we go. And there we go. 14 people without houses. Sailor. So, we can clear it and see if we can get back to the sailor. See what happens is that sailor switched jobs. They do that. Try and find one. We double check and make sure we did. We put, so we got 4 workers. Let's put 4 little houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're right by a barn. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to build some more. 2, 3, 4. Because we've been buying. Just did that. Alright, so I didn't think we did enough. We did. Alright, what does this guy have? Glass, gold, log. Alright, so 3. 144. Alright. Let's check all our plants we were doing. Oh, look at that. It seems that you did fine and you did not on this road. Wow. Make somebody get over there. Do that right away. Can't see in the snow. Okay, pick that up. Peas, cabbage. Could have sworn I did Brussels sprouts already. Rye, carrots, sweet potatoes. 1, 2, 3. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Because look, it's early winter. So yeah, there's those. So that's hunting cabin 1, 2, 3. And we might as well just go ahead and put in 4 gatherers. 29, 30, 31, 32. But that one's not even built yet, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be somebody running around that's... It looks like we have all the fires put out. What do we have? Oh, that's the nomad well. Looks like our freezing cows, 13 of 20, 10 of 20, 11 of 20. So we could probably go ahead in and put some more freezing cows. And then whichever one was 13 of 20, 11 of 20, split. There. And then we need to switch these to one. I think this one wasn't built. A cup lighted up. Time to take a drink. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. Already making cream butter and cheese. So now we can for the soup maker, let's see. There. Oh, let me put two. Soup by the graveyard. Put them in each little neighborhood. 1, 2. So that's something. Oh gosh, we're over. Sorry about that. Another good thing to put in each neighborhood is, I saw it. Is one of these tropical greenhouses, because they take bone meal and make pineapple, lemon, lime, which all of those things are good because it stops them from getting sick. And we only have one person without a house. That's great. Alrighty, so we have hit our hour. We went over actually by 13 minutes. Sorry about that. But everything is running smoothly. I was so worried that we lost our game because it crashed at the end of the previous episode. But everything's going good. I think we were pushing 400 people before we let the 100 nomads. So I'm sure we're at pushing 500. Yeah, 497. Somebody died of old age. We got 153. Okay, so next episode we'll need to deal with schools. But we'll catch you next episode, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.